MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and Safeco Field in Seattle. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just played that Eagles game, and I don't see it in my history for my videos on my channel. So I'm just testing something out here to see if this does save on the channel. I don't know why that. I don't, at least I don't see the Eagles-Bears game in my channel. So I know it was recording, and everything seemed to go well on my end, but I don't see it on the channel. So I don't know if there's an issue going on now with YouTube or with my system or something. So I'm just doing this as like a test to see if it does record and stay as a video.
And a little off to begin the afternoon.
And I'm playing baseball because A, I really do enjoy this game, and B, you know, it's been a while since I did a Phillies game for that particular series.
In the midst of a 5-game slide.
Well, they've been on a little bit of a losing streak, but this is why you have veterans. And the veteran pitcher on the mound has been through this before. He knows more than anybody.
Beat it out.
Quality outing.
Cesar Hernandez.
They need it now more than any other time.
Throw pulled him off the bag. And now Galvis.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis.
Ooh, nice one at that one.
A tick behind a good fastball and set up behind the dish.
Well, Galvis was traded to San Diego in real life, but I decided to keep him here because I don't have J.P. Crawford in the minor leagues. I guess I don't have the update.
That's tough to hit.
Because I don't have Crawford.
With that,
Reese Hopkins or Hoskins.
What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold?
So, well, the key to me in this one, I'm gonna throw a cliche at you, Matt.
I did make the trade for Carlos Santana, though, as you see, he's in the lineup.
Be excited about playing, and if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
Into the box
Chris Davis was brought in as well in a trade from Oakland earlier in the season, and he leads the Phils in home runs. Of course, those numbers split with the A's and Phillies. Phillies took game 1 of a 2-game interleague set at Seattle, 14-0.
Runners on first with 1 down.
They had lost their last 4 prior against the D-backs. Good to get back in the winning ways.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the
inside
pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
So now,
that's a pretty good
2 outs on strikeouts for Gallardo after the first man reached via a throwing error.
Pretty ugly swing right there.
And now Carlos Santana, 2-1 count to him.
Into the box now, Carlos Santana. A swing and a drive sent out
pitch to hit, but
Mutter looking up.
Is it gone?
Gone!
Yes! 2-run home run, Carlos Santana. Bow, 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 bow.
So shot to left center.
Bow,
home run
bow,
number 16
bow,
bow.
bow.
For him on the year as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
As Dan Plesac would say on MLB Network, 4-12 the distance on his 16th of the season, and second while coming into the Phillies.
He couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Well, as they did in the first game of the 2-game set, the Phils take a 2-0 lead. And a full count now to Maikel Franco, 3-2.
Maikel Franco. As he swings and hits a
this the other way, that's going to be extra bases more than likely. Hops off the wall. Franco going to have to hurry, and he's in there with a 2-out sliding double. So back-to-back extra base hits for the Phils. Franco given the day off in the first game of the series. He went 0 for in the series against the Diamondbacks. So good to see him get a hit here. And now Blanco comes up.
This interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things
The
about
DH.
National League teams playing in AL ballparks.
1-2 count. Franco on second.
But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get
two
some
down
at-bats or time in the field.
Breaks his bat.
This one's popped up.
And that should be the inning. It is.
And the inning is over.
And the Phillies get off to a 2-0 lead on a 2-run home run by Carlos Santana.
On to the bottom of the first at Safeco Field. It's now 2-0 Philly.
Vince Velasquez on the mound for the Phils, 15 starts.
What's your take on it,
5-6 record, 3.87 ERA, and 86 innings pitched, 87 hits, 67 hits rather.
He's just not giving his team a chance to even get out the gate.
Been a bit of a mixed bag for Velasquez so far.
At the plate,
believe it or not, he does have a no-hitter under his belt this season. That came at home versus the Cincinnati Reds.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
1-1. Swing and a miss.
Gets him out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Now here's the pitch. Ripped down the first
on the ground, Santana, and that is out number 1.
Is gone here to start the home first.
Segura grounds out to start it. Mariners lineup.
Well, I love what Kyle
Segura,
Seager,
Cano, Cruz, Valencia, Martin, Vogelbach, Motter, and Ruiz, the former Phil.
Watching him swing the bat, it looks like the focus and concentration is even better.
Kyle Seager to the plate.
Position.
Stepping into the box, Kyle Seager. And there you see his righty-lefty
full count, 3-2.
They've played out so far this season. Sent on the ground.
Dribbler gets through. Oh my! That was my bad.
He's around first, heading for
and
two.
Seager going to be on his way to second with a stand-up, one-out double. Mistakes made there by the Phils, and Seager gets the first hit for the Mariners. It took the Mariners until the 8th inning with 2 outs off of Jared Eichhoff, who was dominant, complete game shutout, as Robbie Cano steps up to the plate. But Vince Velasquez, he can be a bit wild, you could say. 1-1 count. When he's good, he is good. When he is not good, he is not good.
Here comes the 1-1.
In a up-and-down season for Velasquez. Phils enter this game 3rd in the NL East behind Washington and the Mets. A big series coming up in Flushing against the Mets in, of course, at Citi Field. Haven't seen the Mets since earlier in the season.
Set to deliver on 2-1.
Inside, 3-1.
3-1.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter.
Nelson Cruz on deck, so you want to get Cano here. But a hitter's count to Robbie Cano, 3-1. Here comes.
3-1. This one's flared out toward left.
The old running in is Davis. Now he has to go back a bit, but he makes the play. Seager will hold at second.
Tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
And now Nelly Cruz to the plate, 278.
Hitless in the shutout last night.
3-0 count, man. Don't want to groove one here. He's one swing away from tying this one up. It's in there, 3-2 full count. 3-1 rather. So 2 down with Seager on second. And you know the Mariners are itching to get a run here. They, of course, were shut out in the last game. 14-0, and they trailed 2-0 here.
He's set. Here's the 3-1.
And he walked him.
Ball 4, so it's first and second now.
So
with
2 on with 2 outs. And the DH Valencia to the plate, 263, 8 homers, 32 RBI.
1 for 3. 2 down,
1-2 count to Danny Valencia. Got him looking, and that's the inning. So the Mariners leave a runner in scoring position in Seager. And we'll go to the second. 2-0 Phillies on top. Cameron Rupp leads it off for the Phils.
And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
1-1 count now to Rupp. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Timing for a swinging strike. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a change.
Swing and a miss, he got him.
Missed for the first out.
Another K for Gallardo, that's 3.
Brought to you by Majestic.
Take a look at the Mariners defensively.
One of the smoothest guys that's ever played the game. He plays so easy. It's almost like he's out there listening to jazz when he's catching a ground ball and flipping it to first.
Tyler Goodell will be next.
Tyler Goodell gets the start in center for Odubel Herrera. Odubel had a great game
from the windup
in the last one.
Pitch.
5 RBI.
Knee high.
1-2 to Tyler.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Too high, but swung anyhow. And that is another K for Gallardo. Back-to-back punch-outs, 4 in the game now for Gallardo.
That first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for
now Matt Caesar,
and making some really
3-2 full count.
Stepping in now, Matt Caesar.
Oh, boy.
He struck him out.
I thought that's going to come back down. A swing and a miss by Caesar. And he strikes out the side, does Gallardo. We go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Phils in Seattle.
Here's Leonis Martin.
Leonis Martin, the first to face Velasquez here in the M's second. Phils with a 2-0 lead off a 2-run home run in the first by Carlos Santana. Velasquez the pitch, the 2-1 offering. Hit foul. Does Franco have a play? He leans, but he does not have it. And it's 2-2.
Into the windup. Here comes
the 2-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Ball takes care of him for the
third strikeout for Velasquez. Right, Martin goes down swinging. Perhaps that's the second strikeout.
Carlos Santana. You talk about a journey to become a big league player. He was a
the Phillies defensively.
By most people thinking this is a top-notch, top prospect catcher. Then he got blocked in the system. They moved him to third. He really struggled. Then they found a spot for him at first base, though, and he's become a pretty good player.
Settling in now,
Dan Vogelbach,
hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year.
Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2 full count.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch.
3-2, here it comes. In the air, going to be fouling out of play.
Really good at bat here.
Matt, I like
3-2 again to Vogelbach.
And then the fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
3-2.
And he misses
low ball 4. Second walk.
Already 2 walks surrendered in
for
his first
Velasquez.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given
and
up
now
2 walks
Motter
here.
comes up to the plate.
Effectively wild.
He had the only hit in the game for the Mariners in the first one.
Taylor Motter. And a quick glance at the numbers.
A 2-out single in the 8th inning off Jared Eichhoff that broke up the no-no. And a 1-1 count to him here. Mariners would go on to lose 14-0.
Here comes the 1-1.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. Phillies back in the win column after losing 4 straight. And some of those games in heartbreak fashion, particularly the last game of that series when Hector Neris couldn't nail down a 1-0 lead. The D-backs rather when a swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout to Mata. 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Jeez, I mean, that
Brandon Drury hit a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 11th inning to win it for Arizona and sweep the Phils in a 4-game set. And there's a familiar face, Carlos Ruiz. Chooch to the plate. He had 2 walks in the first game. And the former Phil steps up to the plate with a runner on first and 2 down. 1-1 count to him.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this one's
tapped foul. Former teammate of Vince Velasquez. Former catcher of Vince Velasquez. Well, he knows what Vince throws in the 1-2 coming. And he popped him up. Santana is there, and that's the inning.
So no runs on no hits, no errors.
So 1 left, no runs, no hits. We go to the third inning. It is 2-0 Phillies.
Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Seattle, Washington. All set now for the top of the third in this one. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck.
Just got to fast forward a little bit. Fast forward to the 7th inning. Well, Galvis with a double. Chris Davis brings him in. No, he doesn't. Must have been out at home plate. Yep, Phil's played a couple now. 4-0. Now a home run by Segura. It's 4-1. So the Mariners get their first run of the series. Ardo out, and now Goodell's in there. Caesar out. Nothing doing in the 4th. 2 on. Santana plates 1. It's 5-1. Ruiz up, out. Segura gets on with a double. His second hit. Now Fine in there for the Mariners in relief. Goodell gets a double. Caesar grounds out. Cano out. Cruz gets a single. Valencia on and walk. Vogelback out. All right, top of the order for the Phils in the 7th. Cesar Hernandez to the plate.
For another shot, Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one. It was a ground
3-2 full count. Phils lead it 5-1.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings.
I can never hold off.
Out of the inning.
Wow, that's
Fine gets the strikeout, a 3-2 count, and he throws it by Hernandez, who chased. That was ball 4.
And gets the punch out.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen.
3-1 count now to Freddie Galvis.
Into the box.
Inside, ball 4.
Ball 4.
That time I hold off, and he walks.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Davis.
And now Chris Davis, 1 for 3 with a single, came in the third.
1 for 3 thus far. 7th
1-1 count to him.
5-1 ball game.
Freddie Galvis, good speed at first.
1-2.
Swing and a miss.
Now that is power. You want to challenge me? I'm giving him a big
1-2.
swing. That was the big swing right there. I loved it.
The 1-2 by Fine. Here it comes.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Shoots this
hit on the ground. That's a base hit. So Davis has 2 hits. They've both been singles. And Galvis just makes it in the second. He had to make sure that ball got by. And now Carlos Santana to the plate.
Carlos Santana will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the
home run that came in the first inning.
Two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these
first
guys
inning
off to
bomb
a fast
by
start.
Santana. Deep into the seats. Well, over the Seattle bullpen, rather. 1-2 count to Santana. 2 on, 1 out.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this is
fouls it off. 1-2 again.
Right there. Got it to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
1-2. Oh, outside.
Damn. Miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There
I have too quick a trigger finger when it comes to hitting. Oh, that was way outside. But strikeout, and that's out number 2, Maikel Franco. 2 for 3 with a double, a single, 2 RBI. Nice day at the plate for Maikel. 3-1 count. I'm taking my hands off the remote.
The 3-1 pitch.
And, of course, it's right there to hit. Okay.
Well, I don't know what he was
not giving the green light. 3-2 now.
You're heading the count, and you get a fastball.
3-2 to Franco.
I don't know. I'd have had to swing at that.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch.
Oh!
Swinging, and that
time I reacted too late. Thought maybe that was inside. It looked like it was going to hit the plate, so I swung in a little too late, and that's the inning. So the Phils leave a runner in scoring position. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. 5-1, no. Phillies with the lead.
Coming to the plate now, Taylor
Motter.
He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Here it comes.
Fouled back.
As Velasquez is still out there in the 7th inning. He's pitched well. Giving up 1 earned to this point. And has a 5-1 lead to work with here. 1-2.
And
check swing. No swing by Motter. 2-2.
Boy, hold up on a 2-strike changeup right there. That's a nice piece of hitting. You know you're looking for a fastball, 2 strikes and adjust. But the changeup, the hold up on, nice job.
Set to deal on
2-2.
And he
swing and a miss. He got him. Good piece of pitching there for Velasquez. An inside fastball that Motter couldn't catch up to.
That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games.
That too early a swing by Motter.
Because the hitters don't get to see that guy.
And that's 1 away. And Chooch to the plate. 1-1 count to him.
Into the box now. Carlos Ruiz. In there.
Check swing, got him.
Well, that
it's a strike.
Right there. Clearly, he was not sitting on that curve.
In there, and it's 1-2. Phil's a chance to sweep a 2-game set here against the Mariners. They swept them in 2 at Citizens Bank Park earlier in the season.
And he gets
fouls it back. Does Ruiz out of play? 1-2. And then a huge series coming up in New York against the Mets.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2. Here it comes.
Heading out towards
hitting the air.
Right.
Caesar there, and that's out number 2. So now Segura to the plate. He has hit well in this one. 2 for 3 homer double and an RBI.
He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
1-2 count. Velasquez doing a better job in this one with control. As you saw by those numbers, he's thrown more strikes than balls.
And
he got him. Segura goes down looking for out number 3. Velasquez threw 7.
They're down 5.
And the Phillies have a 5-1 lead against the M's.
Evan Scribner.
Now Scribner coming in. Scribner coming in for the Mariners. Saw him in the last game.
Some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Blanco 0-2.
Swinging
hitting the air.
Coming in is Martin.
Martin makes the play, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher Cameron.
So bring up Cameron Rupp. He's 0 for 3.
Cameron Rupp, no hits in 3 tries so
the
far.
0-2 count to him. Doesn't get any easier here. 0-2.
0-2. Here it comes.
Oh.
Lifted down the line in right and back out
Foul.
of play.
0-2 again.
0-2. The next
0-2. Here it comes.
And this is
swing and a miss. He got him.
Two are quickly retired.
So 2 down. As Scribner's come in and gotten the job done so far. 2 outs.
0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done.
And a 3-2 count here.
In now, Tyler Goodell. Now a curve
and he got
it. Strike 3 called, and the
it was up, but came back down. Good movement. Goodell goes down looking in a 1-2-3 frame for Scribner. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-1 Phils.
Now, Kyle Seager. We're in the
and
8th
Seager
now,
leads it off for the
nothing's
Mariners.
Changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really
full count. 3-2
It's hard to know
to
if
Seager.
it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his
I may have put
offense
that in a
could
bad
have really
spot.
helped
Let's
settle
see.
him in.
Neither guy willing to give in. And
how's it off? 3-2. Do it over.
The next 3-2.
3-2.
Hit on the ground down the
On the
first
ground.
baseline.
Oh, that's a fair ball?
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
I thought that was foul. I'm like, oh, oops. Then I saw the way the first baseline
trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good
pointed. I
pitching in
said,
this
oh
one.
boy, better make it move.
For a guy like me to watch.
Now Robbie Cano.
5-1 our score.
Another 3-2 count. Here it comes.
To first.
And that time we know for sure it's fair, and Santana makes the play again. 2 up, 2 down. And now it will be Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now.
1 for 2 with a single.
Final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them
Another
right now. Another
3-2 count.
Got a
Jeez.
significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Here it comes.
And
he got him looking.
Here. His 11th of the
Cruz
ballgame,
not
and this
happy
one
with the
ends
spot.
inning.
He thought it was a
1, 2,
little
3 go the
outside,
Mariners. They're down here 5-1.
or inside rather, and up, but Velasquez gets the call, and that is the inning. We go to the 9th. Edwin Diaz coming in now for the Mariners.
Heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Their closer trying to keep it at a 5-1 game.
Ready once again.
Matt Caesar, the first to face him. We'll just go ahead and fast forward to the bottom of the 9th. Yep, Caesar gets on with a hit. Out, recorded. Galvis, they get the double play. All right, now Danny Valencia. Velasquez trying to get the complete game victory.
Digging in once again, Danny Valencia.
He's thrown 109 pitches. You know what? I think I'm gonna. No, it's 5-1. If it was a closer game, I may have. See what happens with this batter. I may want to go to the bullpen. He's thrown a lot of pitches. All right. 3-2 full count. See what happens here. Swing and a miss. He got him. Valencia goes down swinging, one away.
Pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're
oh, that's not Velasquez. I thought that was Velasquez. It's Burnett. Okay. I can see correctly right now. Yeah, because I'm looking at the pitch count, and I know that Burnett has not thrown 111 pitches.
Standing in now, Leonis Martin, as he sends it on the ground to first. And
Santana, 2 down.
For the out.
And the Mariners down to their final outs. And Vogelback.
Dan Vogelback.
Vogelbach in there 0-2.
For him so far.
3-0 count. Does he have the green light?
Now it's
he does. Rounds the second, and that is the inning. And that is the ball game. The Phils win it 5-1. Back in the win column is Vince Velasquez, who pitched well. Burnett in there for an inning, gets it done.
5-1 the final total.
5-1 Phillies. Their 42nd win of the season. They're now 42-36.
So that's it for us this afternoon.
So they sweep the two-game set in Seattle in interleague play, and now they will go for a huge series in Flushing against the Mets. The Mets are in second in the division, and the Phillies are in third, both chasing Washington. Velasquez the win, 6-6. Gallardo the loss. He goes to 2-8.
Our final line score this afternoon.
Vince Velasquez, the player of the game.
Phillies, 5 runs,
8 innings, 4 hits, an earned run on the home run by Segura. 3 walks and 11 Ks.
For the Mariners, 1 run, 4 hits.
All right, let's go ahead and get back into the main screen. You can see the division standings. Okay. Let's see what we have done. We, of course, lost 4 in a row against Arizona, and now 1-2 straight. 14-0, and now 5-1 against the Mariners. Now, after the off day, there it is. At the Mets for 3. And then home for Pittsburgh for 4. San Diego comes in for 4 in the All-Star break. So, an important game here, an important series coming up against the Mets. As you take a look at the division standings. There it is. The Nationals lead it by a game over the Mets in the NL East. The Phillies are 2.5 back. Now, if the Mets lose, they'll be, or if the Nationals lose, they'll be 2 back. If the Mets lose their game, Phillies are right there. Very, very close. It's about a 1.5 game difference between the Mets and Phils for second. So that's how it looks. And then the Braves and Marlins round out the division. And Phillies still have some work to do, obviously, but playing better now. 2 straight wins after the 4-game sweep at the hands of the D-backs. And now we win 2 at Seattle and now go to the Mets. Huge, huge 3-game series. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Happy holidays yet again. And I'll see you guys around the channel. Take care. Bye.